fourth graders, this video is to help you so that you do not go crazy trying to figure out where the apostrophe goes when you are writing a possessive noun. Let's start first by reviewing what we do if we want to show that something belongs to a single noun, a singular noun. The rule is we add apostrophe s. Now, if the word already has an s at the end, like the word bus or Melise, we still would add an apostrophe s to the end of it to show that something belongs to it. So, some examples are, if we have a man and we're talking about his car, we would say it is the man's car. So the noun is man, and we add apostrophe s. What if we have a pony and we are putting the pony into the stable? We have a single pony. So we are going to take the word pony and add apostrophe s. Let's say we're talking about a dog now, and the dog is happily chewing on its bone. We are going to take the singular noun dog and add apostrophe s. Alright, now if we have a noun that is plural, meaning more than one, and we want to show that something belongs to the more than one noun, then the rule for that is if there's already an s at the end, we just put an apostrophe after the s. So the s is already there. All we're doing is adding the apostrophe after it. So let's look at an example. Let's say there are 20 cats in a room, and that room belongs to those 20 cats. We would say it is the cat's room, the 20 cats room. In that case, we're going to just add the apostrophe after the s. If you are not sure, then my trick is cover the apostrophe and ask yourself, is that right? Are we talking about a bunch of cats, or am I talking about just one? Well, in this case, yes, we're talking about a bunch of cats, so that is right. If you would put the apostrophe before the s, then it would just say cat. Well, it's not a room belonging to just one cat, it's a room belonging to 20 cats. So the apostrophe goes after the s. Let's try another example. Let's go back to that pony in the stable. Well, maybe there's more than one pony in that stable. Let's say there's 3 ponies in that stable. So we take the word pony and make it plural, ponies. Here's the word ponies. And to make it show possession, that the stable belongs to those ponies, we're going to add an apostrophe after the s. Again, if you're not sure, cover up the apostrophe and ask yourself, does it belong to ponies? Is this the right way to spell ponies? If you put the apostrophe before the s, you would be spelling this word, pony. That's not how you spell pony. So that's how you know the apostrophe needs to go after the s, because we're talking about a bunch of ponies. Otherwise, if we're talking about a single pony, we would put the apostrophe after just the regular word pony. Now, we have some words that are special. So far we've said that the main rule is if we have a singular noun, we do the apostrophe and s. If we're talking about a plural noun, we just put an apostrophe behind it. Main rule. Most words are going to fall into one of these two categories. There are a few nouns, few plural nouns that have special rules. We've been studying them. We either have to change the word to make it plural, or we just keep the same word. It doesn't change. So, for example, we've been talking about fish. If we have 1 fish, it's a fish. If we have 20 fish, it's still 20 fish. So in this case, we still just add apostrophe s. The word does not, the plural for fish is fish. The singular for fish is fish. So in both cases we add apostrophe s. If you just see a word like this, without any other clues in the sentence, you're not going to know whether it's singular or plural. Usually there will be clues in the sentence to let you know whether we're talking about just one fish or whether we're talking about many fish. But in either case, whether you're writing the singular possessive or the plural possessive for fish, either way it's going to be fish apostrophe s. The same thing is true for deer. If you saw a footprint of a single deer, you would say, I saw the deer's footprint. I saw a deer's footprint, hoofprint. Cover up the apostrophe S, we're talking about one deer. Now let's say that you could tell there were 5 deer that had just walked by there, and you can see the hoof prints of all 5 of them. Well, the plural form of deer is deer, so we're still going to do apostrophe S. An example of a word that we changed to make it plural would be women. If we're talking about just one, we would say woman. If we're talking about more than one, we would say woman. So because women, when it's plural, is spelled this way, there's no S at the end. We don't add S to make woman become women. We have to change the word. So because we changed the word, it doesn't have an S on it already, that's when we have to add apostrophe S. So the key idea is, if you are trying to make a plural word, plural noun, show possession, and the plural form of the word does not already end with S, then you have to add apostrophe S. That is true for those special plurals. If it is a regular plural word where you add S or ES to the end of the word, then you're just going to add the apostrophe after the S. Let's try a couple of examples. See if you can say the answer or the spelling before I go over the answer with you. So let's look at this sentence or phrase, the door of the classroom. I want to rewrite this, so I'm using a possessive noun. So in this case, the door belongs to the classroom, so I'm going to write the classroom's door. Classroom's door. Now my question is, where does my apostrophe go? Well, let's think. Are we talking about one classroom or many classrooms? In the original phrase, it just says classroom. So since we're talking about a singular noun, the apostrophe goes before the S. If we cover up the apostrophe S, we have the word classroom. Good, that's what we're talking about, just a classroom. Let's try another one. The lunches belonging to students. First think, how would we rewrite this phrase using a possessive noun? If you said students' lunches, you are correct. Students' lunches. Now let's think, where is our apostrophe going to go? Well, in this case, we're talking about more than one student. So it is a plural noun. It ends with S, so all we need to do is add the apostrophe. I'm going to check myself, cover the apostrophe. Is this how to spell students? Yes, it is. So this is correct. One more example. The whole belonging to mice. How are we going to rewrite this? Using a possessive noun. If you said the mice's whole, that is correct. Now it's time to figure out where are we going to put that apostrophe. This is one of those special plurals. So think, what is the rule if it is a special plural? If you said put the apostrophe before the S, you are correct. We can check by covering up the apostrophe S. Sorry, trying not to cover up the rest of the word too. Are we talking about a whole that belongs to mice? Yes, we are. If we put the apostrophe after the S, that would be like saying it is the whole that belongs to the mices. Is that what we're trying to say? No, nothing. There is no mices. So that's how we know that the apostrophe needs to go in front of the S. I hope this video helps. Please, please, please think carefully. Think about the rules. Use the rules to help you, and if you use the rules, you'll get it right every time. As an adult, I still have to stop and think about those rules sometimes and try it out in my head both ways to see which one sounds right. So don't be afraid of trying it out a couple of times till you find the one that looks right to you.